beautiful people. Welcome to Relationship Talk with Rikem. My name is Rikem Francis. So today we'll be talking about healthy versus toxic relationship. This is a very serious matter. It's not something that we'll be rushing to talk about. And it's something that is very, very educative. In fact, it's going to be like we're lecturing or something, yeah. And I would appreciate everybody to be attentive and be a part of this discussion, because it's what affects a lot of people, even in your daily life, in your relationship, even at your place of work. But in this case, we are focusing it on your relationship with your partner. There are some people in a toxic relationship. They are confusing it for love, right? They're confusing it for healthy relationship. I understand that could be as a result of where you're coming from, the background. Some people grew up watching their parents molest each other, abuse each other, and at the end of the day, they don't go their separate ways. They still live. The next minute, you'll see them laughing, clapping, and then you're wondering, is it not my parents that are fighting now? How are they not happy again? But then you're young, you don't even know what's going on. But in your mind, your mind has been built that's how your mom or your dad was showing each other love, right? And then if you happen to be that kind of child that you're always, when you make any little mistake, they want to correct you. Bam, bam, it's beating. They will use beating to correct you. Nobody talks to you with love and kindness. So you're just used to being toxic with everything you do. Well, life shouldn't be like that. Life is not like that. That is not how relationship should be. So in this class, in this particular topic, I call it a class. Like I said, it's very interesting. It's like we're going to be going through lectures. So in this particular topic, we'll be looking at the difference between toxic and healthy relationship, right? We're going to be talking about the characteristics of healthy relationship, characteristic of toxic relationship. We're also going to be looking at the impact it has on us as individual, the mental impact of toxic relationship, the positive effects of healthy relationship. So now let's go straight to the point. Like I said earlier, a lot of people have confused healthy and toxic relationship. If you're in a relationship where you cannot speak freely, you cannot communicate with your partner freely, yeah, you cannot express yourself freely, you are very timid, your self-esteem has been reduced to nothing, then you're in a very bad and toxic relationship. Relationship is not war front. It's not where you fight battles. It's a place where you can talk and express yourself with your partner, right? You shouldn't be afraid to tell your partner that, oh, this thing, no, you don't feel it like this, or this shouldn't be done like this. But in a healthy relationship, it's where you have peace of mind. You are happy. You glow in that relationship. When you are talking to your partner, you are not shy. You are not afraid to express what you feel or how you feel. So it's very key you know the difference. Now let's move straight to the characteristics of healthy relationship. Number one, communication. Communication has always been the life and key and body and foundation of every relationship. How do you be in a relationship when you don't communicate? How do you communicate? In an healthy relationship, there's a level of open communication, honest communication, respectful communication. Nobody is insulting anybody. Two of you have sense. Now sit down well. I'm sure you understand what I'm talking about, yeah? You sit down well. You are not afraid of what your partner is going to say. You're not afraid of what's going to happen to your relationship if both of you expresses yourself like normal human beings, right? So you are allowed to say it the way it is, and how both of you can work towards resolving any issues or any whatever that needs to be resolved in your relationship. If your partner is doing something wrong, you sit her down, communicate it. How do we move forward from this? Then another another characteristic of a positive and healthy relationship is what we call trust. Trust, there's always this mutual trust between both of you. You understand yourself. You are reliable. Like when I mean reliable, right? Your partner can call you and say, see, come rain, come sunshine. Oh, this is my partner. I trust and die. When they need help, even before they call their family member, they are comfortable with you. They want to call you first. They want to get your opinion first. They want to ask you, what do you think? In fact, before they make decisions, they trust you so much that you will not lead them astray. You will not give them a wrong decision. Do you understand? I know you are enjoying this video. Please don't forget to subscribe. As you're watching, tell people about Relationship Talk with Ken's page, and please don't forget to subscribe. Now to the third characteristics of healthy relationship is respect. You understand yourself. You respect each other's boundaries. If you create boundaries for each other, respect it. If your partner tells you on Mondays they are busy at work, respect them. You don't have to be calling every 2 minutes because you might feel like you are suspecting that. No. That will not help you in any way. If your partner tells you Mondays are busy, believe him or her. Trust them. Respect them. If they tell you, I don't feel like talking, I'm not in the mood, it's not because they don't love you anymore. Because they're trying to, to sort out whatever that is going on with them at that time. So respect. Healthy relationship brings respect. It gives you respect. They respect boundaries. You appreciate each other. You accept each other's thoughts, each other's feelings. You don't feel like this person is not intelligent enough to give you proper conversation. You know what I mean? So both of you understand each other, right? Then we also have another thing is we have support. Support is a very key characteristic of any healthy relationship. You're always willing to support one another. Your partner always come through, will always come through. So two of you understand where you are going to, where each other is going to. And then you show empathy. You empathize with them. You are that support system that they can always rely on. Including when it comes to financial assistance, you are that support system. You know that when they call, they will always answer. Another thing is dependency. In an healthy relationship, you are dependent outside your relationship. You don't need to be dependent on your partner to be happy. You don't need to be dependent on that relationship to be happy. But you do your own things outside the relationship. You have your own individual personality, your own individual prospect you want to pursue, right? And you go for it. Your life does not revolve around that relationship. Your partner don't need to hold you and say, now yeah, you must remain because you're in a relationship. No, that's a toxic relationship. Now we go straight to the characteristics of a toxic relationship. Number one is lack of communication. There's always poor communication and misunderstanding. Nobody wants to be accountable. Yeah? So your partner is doing something, is doing. There was a time somebody called me. She called me from Instagram. She saw my post and she needed help, right? So she called me and she said she has this boyfriend who is older than her. But anytime there's an issue, she's afraid of communicating. Because she doesn't want the guy to feel bad, or she doesn't want the guy to end the relationship. And it sounded very strange to me because I'm not very familiar with stuff like that. Like, I was like, how can you be in that kind of relationship where you can't communicate, irrespective of how old he is? As long as you are not insulting, you are allowed to express your feelings. You are allowed to communicate freely. Tell them how you feel without being disrespectful. But you see, in toxic relationship, you can't, there's no room for communication. Especially if your partner is very, very aggressive. When there's an issue, they all transfer it to you and then make it look like you are the bad person in it. So it will be like it's all about you. You are the evil one, it's all your fault. So lack of communication is a problem. Then another characteristic of toxic relationship is distrust. There's jealousy, there's suspicion, there's betrayal. You don't trust anything he or she is saying. You don't trust what he has said. You don't even have any little space for trust for your partner. Every minute is jealousy. You're suspecting one thing or the other. Another characteristics of toxic relationship is disrespect. You don't respect boundaries. You don't have any form of respect. You are always verbal, emotionally, physically, you are abused, you belittle your partner, and there's this controlling behavior. So every there's no form of trust at all. They disrespect you. They don't care about your feelings. They belittle you with any opportunity they get. That is a toxic relationship. Then another characteristic of toxic relationship is lack of support. They don't support your dreams. They don't support anything you do. It always has to be them. They don't give you any emotional kind of support. Then the last but not the least characteristic of toxic relationship is codependency. They want you to depend on the relationship. You depend on each other for your happiness. You depend on the relationship for your happiness. Your self-worth does not count. You don't even matter how you feel does not even count. These are the characteristics of toxic relationship. I'll be stopping here for today. Please don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for the next part. So I'm going to be telling us the impact all of these have on our relationship. I'll see you guys when next I come. I still remain your girl, Francis. Bye for now.